Operation status quo. Operation status quo. Prepare to engage. Operation status quo. Ready to engage. Operation status quo. Engaged. Engaged. How do you do, each and every one of you? Peekaboo. You know, I just think I like just being silly, quite honestly. Hold on, let me lower this darn music down. I just like being silly. I think I should not try to do anything serious on this show ever, and I should just be silly, because that's what I'm best at. I'm just best at being silly. Silly Willy. Silly Willy.
Hey-o.
I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Do I ever? Hello and welcome to Operation Status Quo, ladies and gentlemen. I am Pete Palma, your user-friendly host. This is Operation Status Quo. It'd be nice if I get the name of the show down. Oh, I see I'm buffering a bit out there. If I'm jumping around on the screen, looks like my internet connection is doing its a little dipsy doodly dancy do. I see the red coming up, and then it's going back and forth. Little red, little green. Usually when this happens, you can hear me fine, but I might look a little. You know how it starts to do that? So anyway, I'm sorry, I got lost again already. This is Operation Status Quo, the place where we observe the status quo of life. We learn to flow with the status quo of life. And then, of course, we create our own flow of quo, because that's the only way to go. So what are you doing out there? Create your own flow. You don't have to answer to anybody or do any shit that you don't want to do. It doesn't mean anything to you. Let's get into, here we go. It's really buffering now. I see it spinning around. I know you guys think it's a big laugh fest that people can't see me correctly, and I'm having problems with the internet here. Yeah, I see that. I see you think it's a big joke. Oh, stop that. We don't want that. That's not what I wanted. I wanted an AO. There we go. AO. Start the babies crying. Oh, gosh. Well, all right. Well, I'm not going to, this is what happens when that kind of stuff happens, and it distracts me a little bit. So I'm not sure, how well it's coming across. Let's see. Maybe it popped back over here. Let me go over here. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain streaming. What I think the real problem is that it's me. It's like they don't want me to be. It's like your video. What it should say is YouTube is not receiving a video worth maintaining a smooth stream. That's what it should say, instead of saying not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. Anyway, hopefully you can just hear me, which is bad enough as it is. So just, close your eyes and listen if it's bouncing around. Hopefully it'll kick in. If I tap the computer screen a few times, it'll, when something's not working, you tap it. You just got to tap it a little bit and see if it makes it work any better. All right, what am I doing? Today is the 23rd, right? Yes, 23rd of October in the good year 2024. And today's program is entitled Fun to Strum. That's right. I'm finally wanted to get in and talk about the musical journey a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. And, let me preface this by saying, first, I always like to say first and foremost. There's so many first and foremost things, because I should probably say about 1,000 things before I say what I actually say, just to clarify. There's a lot of clarifiers, but, I always talk about, I don't attach myself to labels and things like that. And, again, I said this a couple shows ago about, I don't consider myself a musician and stuff. And even through this, process of learning, what I've been doing with the music, I've realized that, I've met a lot of people that are like super talented. Not that I haven't met super talented people before, musically, but it really kind of opened my eyes when I got out there and started doing some of these open mic events and stuff and seeing different people play, and just realized, gosh, there's so many people that are like really so good. And how much do we ever really get to see, just that sliver, that the corporate world, will allow to be used, for their mainstream music and nefarious activities. All right. So, before I start, I'm sorry, this is really bothering me, because like the I don't know how much of the stream is being seen or not seen, because it keeps saying no data. Matter of fact, let me go to YouTube on my phone and see what it's looking like. Let's see. This way I can tell whether you're actually seeing me or not, or what's happening. Let's see here. If you go over here, let's say go live. And let's see, it's showing. Let's see where I am on. Let's see where I'm watching myself. It's like in the movie, Spaceballs. Whether you're actually seeing me See?
Not, or what's happening. Let's see here. If you go over here, let's see. Live.
It looks like it's. I guess it's coming through okay.
Let's see where I'm watching myself.
It's like, what? Remember in Spaceballs, what part of the movie is this? This is now. Go back and watch Spaceballs, when they're reviewing the tape. This is now. Oh, now it says excellent condition. Excellent condition. Excellent condition. It doesn't mean my brain's in excellent condition. Just now they say the stream's in excellent condition. Just do a whole show about talking about the health of my stream. Hey-o. As you get older and as a man, sometimes the health of your stream starts to diminish, but there are things you can do about that. Anyway, talk to your doctor. Before I get started here today, ladies and gentlemen, on the Fun the Strum, I want to say thank you to one of my viewers out there that knows that I have an interest in signs and wanted to share, a couple license plates with me. That I guess this person has a lot of license plates. So gave me one from New Jersey. So thank you. And New Jersey license plate because, originally, from the, not Philly, but Jersey area, say. And this is an old one, too. The blue, this was from a long time ago. They don't use the blues anymore. And then he sent me also this one, a Florida one, because I've gone from Jersey to Florida. So here I am. And if anybody can help us out, I'm trying to figure this out. Riven pin. Can anybody, decipher what this might mean? Let me know. If you are Riven Pin, you're looking for it, please contact me here at the show, and I'll be happy to get it back to you. But a round of applause for the viewer out there. I appreciate somebody supporting the show in some sort of limited capacity. Hey-o. All right. So let's get into it. Fun to Strum. So first of all, I just want to say, I really, in this project, I'm just like to do things for fun. Like I don't take anything super seriously. Like, everything's got to be this or that or whatever. Now it's saying no data and the stream will end shortly. No. That's not true. Let me go back over here. You guys are seeing me, right? This is messing me up. I can't stand when this kind of stuff happens because it messes up my flow. Let me go back here and see what's going on. If you guys are getting, if anything's not even, it looks like nothing's even showing. Oh no, it's there. What this might mean. Let me know if you are Riven Pin. Then it's like stopping again. It's buffering. It's still saying no. Oh my gosh. Well, I got to just keep going. I don't know what's going on. I can't make. Should I start? I can't. Let me shut this off. I got to shut myself off. I can't stand watching myself watch myself. I mean, it's too much. So, like I say, I don't take things too seriously overall. Obviously, you see what's happening here today. So maybe it wasn't meant to be today, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway and continue to go. If it looks that bad when I go back and see the replay, then I'll shut it down. But anyway, I started playing guitar a little bit like when I was 12. I took lessons. Took some music theory classes even through high school and stuff. So it was really just something that I always kind of enjoyed. I always liked writing songs. I mean, I think I wrote my first song when I was around like 15 kind of age, and I never. I got to go back and do that one. That's a fun one. I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to give it away. I know you're dying on the edge of the seat to know what that one was about. But anyway. So yeah, anyway, I did guitar personally off and on, through life. I did, would play just for fun, like, through my, especially that age, like a 12 until I was about 18 or so. And then, once I had a car and, I was out socializing and stuff, I started going out and doing different things. I didn't play as much, back and forth. Then I'd pick it up again. Then I wouldn't pick it up. It was just that kind of thing, different stages of life. Sometimes I would go years not touching it. And then I'd pick it up and play for, a long time and, play for, a while again. Like even back I remember in 2010 when I had moved into my condo in Jersey, I was kind of inspired then to play, and I played like every day for a good 2, 3, 4 years, and then it started to dwindle again. I didn't play, so and it really wasn't until then I moved here. When I moved, that really took it away because I was just so involved with other things. So but once I would say about a year ago, over a year ago, not this March that just passed, but the March prior, so March of 2023, I happened to be standing outside. I was just chilling, and all of a sudden I got this idea, a little melody in my head, and it made me think, oh, I should pick up my guitar and, see about writing the song that was in my head, and I did that. And then as I was doing it, I realized like how much I had forgotten. Like, I'm like, oh my God, it was like such a struggle, to play. It's like anything else. I mean, you know what to do, but if you don't stay practiced, like anything, right? So, and I was like, oh, so I was disappointed in myself that I was like, let myself go so much on that. So I decided to start playing again, mostly too because I had forgotten my own songs that I had written. I had to pull out my notes and my books and remember, the words and everything else. So, and anyway, so I started playing, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, like through this series of months, all these songs like kind of started coming to me, I was writing all these songs. And I thought like, oh, this is really cool. I said, I'd love to share this with people somehow, but like, I wasn't sure, how to necessarily, what am I? I'm just some guy at home strumming his acoustic, having fun and writing some songs and playing. But I did think like, well, with today's technology and all, if I, learn a little bit about the production, I have GarageBand and things like that, but there's levels to everything, right? So I thought, maybe I'll go learn some music production and then I can, record my songs at home and, maybe put them out there or whatever, right? So that turned into me wind up at this at Hands in Motion Music, who I've been working with Lonnie Battistini and his wife Nasa, husband and wife team over there. Lonnie has won some multiple Grammy Awards for Latin and jazz music, I believe, as well as, music production itself. He's won Grammys. And it's the funny thing about working with him too is that, he's won Grammys in like Latin and jazz. And I respect all types of music, but I would say that, if you want to throw country in there too, they're not my favorites. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially jazz. I don't know what it is about jazz. Like, I don't dislike it, but it's always like, it's all like weird and funky. Like, I don't know. It's just not it doesn't like resonate with me as much. But either way, he's won Grammys for it. So what the hell can I say? What the hell can I say about what I know? But he does do a great job on with the music production as well. I mean, he's a fantastic pianist. If you just watch him play piano, you can look him up, Lonnie Battistini, on YouTube. He's got his own stuff out there and his own music, obviously, and everything. So really, but I mean, that all developed over time. I went in there to have a conversation to learn about taking classes because they offer their school as well. He's doesn't just do music production, but they also are a school where they, obviously teach singing, instruments, and everything else. So I thought, well, they teach music production. Let me see. Maybe I'll take a class. I'll learn some stuff and, And then I wound up sitting talking to him and it turned into, like, well, I'll produce your music type thing, So I was like, it's like, yeah, why not? It's like, if all of a sudden you want to, you have your wedding or something, you're not going to take your own pictures, right? Maybe you hire a photographer, so somebody professional. You're not going to put little Polaroids. Remember back in the day, you put the little like the little disposable Kodak ones like on the tables. I used to DJ a lot of weddings. I would see this a lot. Each table would have like one of those like disposable Kodak kind of cameras, and people would take pictures. You collect all the cameras and then go get the pictures developed. But anyway, we don't develop pictures anymore. We all have phones nowadays, so we don't need that. But anyway. So it turned into, me doing the one song, the one that was released back in August, Into the Sea is like kind of how we started. I went in and recorded, some of my stuff. And then, we talked and he said, let's start with Into the Sea. That one's, he'd like that one. I said, okay. So, that's what we did. And then through the process of making the song, it turned into, I'm going to have a song. So, what do I do now with the song, So that's what led to creating the website and the social media presence and stuff like that, which, Nasa and her team worked on all that stuff and did a wonderful job of promoting and doing everything. And, even getting the song up on, Apple Music and all that type of stuff. I can give two craps in a way about, I'm just like, I'm so lazy with our world and the way it is. It's too overcomplicated and there's too many things. And it's just like, can't we all just get along? Can't I just play the guitar? Does everything have to be always all these extra things, even with everything with YouTube, gotta be all this extra shit that I gotta try to figure out with YouTube to get somebody to see a show. I can't just like put it out there and somebody watches. I don't know, Yeah, but so it led to that. And then, in the process of doing the release of the song in that capacity. Lonnie and I had another conversation, and I kind of said half in jest, but I said, how about we just make a whole album? I got a ton of stuff, and then he got excited about that. So that's the process that we're in now, making an album, and I got like 3 songs left. I got to do my guitar tracks, but other than that, like everything's recorded, and he's doing mixes, and we have like I think 4. Is it we got Wind in the Sea, and then the one that's coming out, and then that one, and that one. I think there's 4 songs that are completely, the final mixes are complete, and then there's going to be 9 songs on the album. So the other 5, he has to just do the back, put them together on the back end after I finish my little part on those couple. But and the collaboration, I want to give them credit, because working with Lonnie. When you do stuff, you're an artist, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you're a creative person and you're putting something out, like not about, famous and all that stuff. I mean, like you want the intention and the heart of what you tried to create to shine through. And I will have to say, I mean, Lonnie, of course, added, the synth parts, the keyboard parts, and that he, built other instruments around, the drums and stuff, created, and actually brought in another guitarist to do the electric guitars on the songs. So, but what I'm saying is, like, I came in with my song, and he built other pieces around it, the other instruments around it, but everything really held true to how I put it together. Once in a while, a little tweak, the way I. When you play for yourself all the time. Hold on, wait a minute. Well, I didn't say play with yourself. I said play for yourself. But when you do that, like, I'm just saying, you don't always get, sometimes, I don't always think about timing and, all that with others. So little things here and there, but, really a great collaboration. He, gave me some ideas, even having me sing some harmonics with myself in some parts of the songs where, otherwise if it's just me, right? So second song, All I Know, is coming out this Friday, the 25th of October. So whenever you're seeing this, it's available. Check out my website, ppalman.com, and all that for that. But, what was the other part I was going to say about that? But then I'm not sure how it's going to go from there. I don't know if I release like one song at a time. Like after, this will be probably the last one for the rest of this year. And then next year, let's see, now my stream. I hope you guys are seeing me because I'm seeing so much crap here on the computer. It's a little bit frustrating because I don't know how this is coming across. And I have a hard enough time staying focused and staying with my flow on my own. And I have to worry about, whether the stream is actually happening or not. That's a whole nother story. But I'm just going to keep moving forward. So we'll see as far as the album goes. Like, I'd like to release the rest of it, like, come January, February, however, that works. I'd like to, release the whole thing, the rest of it all together and get it out there. So anyway, the point I'm making is that, like, I'm not trying to be like Eddie Van Halen or anybody. Okay. Like, I really just think it's fun to create and share things just like I do here. It's fun for me to come on and talk and share ideas. I said before, a couple programs before, I'm really looking to just be myself and put all the aspects of what I like to do out there as, like, just, I don't know, just put it out there, and whatever it becomes is what it becomes, and whatever it is what it is, and who enjoys it, who enjoys it, and so on and so forth. I think, my biggest problem I'm realizing with all this is that, not that I do want to go out and play, in places and all, but, like, a lot, I don't want to turn it into a job is what I'm saying. Like, when I used to DJ weddings, it was fun for a while, but then every weekend it's like, you got to DJ multiple weddings. It's 5-6 hours a pop, drive there, set things up, break things down, and if I start going out and, like, doing 3-4 nights a week, trying to play 3-4 hours at bars or whatever, places, then it's going to become like, oh, I'm playing this song again. I don't want to take the passion out of it. I'd rather, and quite honestly, I'd rather, I'm not against playing covers, but I mean, like, if I'm sharing me, I'd rather go out and just, like, do an hour show, play my stuff. I guess that's everybody's dream. I don't know. It's not even a dream. It's just like, I just think it's just like how it should be. Like, I don't go out and I wouldn't go see Pearl Jam to listen to Pearl Jam play Pink Floyd songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see Pearl Jam do Pearl Jam songs, because they're Pearl Jam, I just saying, but even for individuals, when I Billy Hector is a great example. Back in the days of working in radio, up in Jersey, when I used to work with the group, we used to go see a lot of these different bands and stuff. Billy Hector was big. Of course, he played a lot of covers. He did, but I mean, but he also had a lot of original stuff that he played. And I don't know. I just think people should do more. I understand. It's in a bar. You got to get everybody, involved, and they want to hear the songs that they know. That's my problem. I'm always kind of, I don't say against, mainstream ways of doing things. And just like, why was everything always got to be cookie cutter? Like I don't want to play, Born on, there was not Mustang Sally or, I mean, if I was, I don't know. That's my own problem, but that's my own problem. It kind of makes it hard. It's like a magician or something who doesn't believe in doing magic. I don't know. It's like of course I want to go out and play in front of people. I don't know. I'm just getting there, ladies and gentlemen. It's just one of those things. Everything with me is just a way of whatever it is. But I'm very happy for this experience. I'm hoping that you guys enjoy Into the Sea. I hope you will enjoy the next song that's coming out. All I Know this Friday. I want to thank Lonnie and his wife Nasa for all the help they've given me there over at Hands in Motion Music, and it's just and everything I learned too from the funny part. I'll kind of finish off everything with this, but the funny part is, when I was doing the photo shoot, for the Into the Sea and all that, and then they, that's when they said to me like, well, you gotta book gigs, you have to go out and play, and then I started thinking like, go out and play. What are you talking about? I just like to make songs, and that's kind of what started. I mean, I've been really kind of going at it for since April of learning cover songs, because I only knew like 3 or 4 songs like off the top of my head all the way through, but now I'm doing pretty good. Now I'm up to, I got like about 30 songs that I can play off the top of my head, plus a few more that if I just had the words in front of me, I can get through them too. So, and then all my own stuff. So I do have a good amount of stuff I could play. It's just a matter of, going out and playing it. So, but everything I learned at those open mic nights, was really something, because I had never played in front of people before. I just always kind of just played, again for myself, and it was kind of just a thing I did as a hobby a little bit. It wasn't anything. And then again, to see how many talented people are out there, and I think more people should be recognized, quite honestly, without having to worry about getting some record deal with some company or something. I guess that's what we're moving towards now with these kind of platforms, like everything we're doing here with YouTube and everything else. Matter of fact, let me go backwards. My screen here shows that nothing's happening, so I want to go back here and see if you guys are seeing me. Oh, okay. It shows that it's on there. All right. So I guess you guys are seeing me. I don't know. From my screen, it looks like absolutely nothing's happening. But as long as you guys are seeing me, drop something in the comments. Let me know if you're seeing me. Right. By the way, all right. Let's do this. I wasn't going to do this, but I'll just because we're doing guitar, I should share a little bit with you. Right. So let me pull this one out. I got this guitar for myself for my birthday. Can you hear that? Whoops. Well, I got to hit the chords right. There we go. Now, I don't know how well you can hear with this, me being here like this, but I'm thinking about doing a remake of this one, something like this. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. I said the wheels on the bus go round and round, all around the town. Now listen, here's the fun part. The driver of the bus is smoking crack, smoking crack, smoking crack. Said the driver of the bus is smoking crack all around the town. Now the cops are chasing. I forgot my next line. What did I say? The cops are chasing the bus. That was going to be the next one. I messed myself up. But after the cops chase the bus, then, the driver of the bus crashes. The driver of the bus crashes in. No. Yeah. Every time I try to do something and then I mess up, like that's what happens in my brain. This is why I can't play out. Oh, no. Said the driver of the bus drives in the wall. Anyway, I was going to make a cover of all around of Wheels on the Bus. I feel like, or I can do it like a heavy metal, like, yeah. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. I see the wheels on the bus go round round and round, all around the town. All right, round of applause for Wheels on the Bus. We're effing around, having a good day. If this damn thing wasn't so half preoccupied, it's not going to make my playing any better. If you haven't heard that, here's the funny thing. I'll do this too real quick. You know, if you've heard Into the Sea, you know, the funny thing about it is, like, you know, originally it was just as how simple it was, basically, you know, and you to add to, you know, how much work Lonnie did to add the parts around it. But this is basically what I'm not going to do the whole song, but just real quick, this is the part that I went in there. This is like what I went in there with. I'm just a rolling, I'm just a rolling, I'm just a going way out into the sea. I'm just a flowing, I'm just a flowing, I'm just a going way out into the sea. Hey everybody, have you heard? Now is the time to save the world. Hey everybody, don't be shy. We all gonna live till the day we die. Until the day we die. Until the day we die. But anyway, so a round of applause. But that's like kind of how I go in. And then we add all the other stuff around it. So all right, I'm gonna leave it there today. I don't know how this video came out. Hey-o. I want to thank you guys for your time, as I always do here on Operation Status Quo. Please, if you haven't done so already, take the time to like, subscribe, share, send this out to your friends, your family, those you love, and of course, those you despise as well. You know I love each and every one of you out there individually as well as a group. Don't forget the next song coming out this Friday, the 25th. All I know, and all I know is that the song is coming out, and I hope you listen to it. And what else? Just one more time, I want to thank Hands in Motion Music, Lonnie, Nasa. Thank you guys so much. It's been a fun project. You know, the more to come, you know, with the rest of the album being finalized, and, you know, hope 2025, the rest of it will be out, you know. So yeah, it's just really been a great experience. I thank all the people I've met, even through the open mic nights. I really learned a lot, and yeah, I really did. You know, I've been doing that fairly regular, not really so much lately, because I kind of, that's a whole nother story, but I just mean I was really doing it like multiple times a week for a while, and it was really helpful, and I learned a lot. So anyway, that's all that with that. It is fun to strum, and you know, whatever you do, it should be fun. You know, that's what the whole point of life is. Just, you know, what comes to your heart, and have fun with it, and, you know, let's not take everything too seriously, and just, you know, just be creative, be yourself, and put yourself out there how it's meant for you to be, you know, or stay quiet and home in the closet, whatever works for you. All right. So thanks again, and thanks again to the viewer for sending me those license plates. I appreciate that. One more round of applause just for that. Is my applause working? There it goes. Let me get out of here before the whole thing shuts down. Hey-o. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your time, and until next time, Operation Status Quo disengaged.